Hey guys, welcome back to the Artistic Equestrian, and today I'm talking about something that I'm really excited about. That was a lot of that, but I am planning on having my first ever market stall. I'm not entirely sure when it will be, but I do want to attend the Summerland Camel one later in the year for the Christmas market, but I'm planning on going to one with my Annie, so she'll be my little helper and put a couple of her paintings in. But yeah, now, what has made me want to have a market, you may be wondering? Well, I've got a lot of drawings in my room, a lot. And I've also made some like stickers for Christmas. You know how people put on presents when they don't want to give a gift, like full on card, you just put a sticker on there and it's like, to blah blah blah, Merry Christmas from. Anyway, I made some of those stickers, but with my artwork on them, so they are on the way. That's one product I'm planning on selling. And what else, you may be wondering? Well, some bookmarks I've created, so they're kind of like watercolor ones, but I also may add some of my graphite prints. So if you head over to my Instagram after listening to this podcast, I can put like a little voting poll up for you all, and you can pick the top prints that you think I should turn into bookmarks. What other products Oh yeah, my scrunchies. I went to Spotlight today, and I got some more material for scrunchies, and my favorite type of scrunchies are the deluxe satin. So they're like really soft and nice and silky kind of thing. And then I also got some really cute cowgirly country material. So I think I'll call that like the country collection or something like that. We'll see how it all goes, but I'm really excited. Or actually, I'm not going to spill the tea or the secret of the other thing I'm planning for this market, but a hint is at Eka, something to do with photos that you have to get when you go to Eka. It's a non-negotiable. So that's another little thing that I'm doing in regards to this market. But what is involved in a market? Well, so far I've started designing a couple products, but then for the actual market stall itself, I need to design the setup. Yes. Well, today I went and got some price tag thingy-majiggies. I think they're called like chalkboard signs or something. But yeah, I got some of them to put prices up. I want it to be really aesthetic, and also I'm getting the same people that made my signs for me at the men's shed are helping me create like a little. If you're watching on YouTube, you're probably like, Emily, those hand signs are not giving us any clues. But like a thing with my logos at the top that says the Artistic Equestrian and then handmade drawing or something, and rather, when it's done, you'll see it. But I'm getting one of them cut with a laser machine that will go up against my marquee. And then for the tablecloths, I'm sure you can all probably tell by now, but I really like the whole rattan vibe and pink vibe. So I think I'll use basically this for the tablecloths rather than having a nice fitted one, because it sort of, gives that country girl look. We'll see. But yeah, I'm really excited. And the best part is I'll be doing it with my Annie. I'm basically a mini Annie, if you ask anyone. So I'll try and convince her to come on the podcast one day, but she will definitely be in that market vlog. That's about my market talk. Let me think. What else is involved in this market talk? Oh, I know. So, when you go to markets, well, I go to markets a fair bit, but they have like those the beads and the keychains, and they're always really expensive, but they're always really nice. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to make some of them. I've ordered all my materials. It cost a lot. Don't tell Mum. It's all right. I paid in cash, so it was technically free. Girl math. But yeah, I am keeping a spreadsheet of all the costs and all that. I do accounting, so I'm like being a bit of a nerd and keeping costs and expenses and all that kind of stuff. Not that I'm going into a market hoping for a profit. I just really want to showcase what I have and just give back kind of thing. That's why I'm not going to put my prices too much high. So the key chains, they'll be like under $10, and so will my cards. Yes, cards. I'm making some cards, and most of them will be hand drawn, not prints. So when I sell them for like $5, I really won't be making anything because they take like an hour to draw, but it's okay. Someone might like it, hopefully. And my Annie is planning on putting some paintings in and some bookmarks that she quilts. And I'm trying to convince her to make some bowl cozies, but apparently they're too much effort. So we'll see. I get her to make them for me because I can't be bothered with all the fiddly corners, but we'll see. I'm sure I can work my magic with her. But that's a little bit about this market talk. I'm very excited. But I've also been working and learning a new medium, pastels. So I drew a pastel queenie in coloured pastels. For everyone not watching the video version, I'll put the thing up here with my magic editing skills. I'll make it glide across the screen if you saw that. Yeah, I've been working on my editing skills. But yes, I'm learning pastels. So that is really exciting. And I think I prefer it over coloured pencil. It's a lot messier. Graphite is still my favourite. But pastels, it's quite soft. And I'm quite enjoying learning it actually. And my Annie's very excited too because pastels is something she used to use a lot. Not so much now. She does more watercolor and painting or in Indian ink. She wants me to learn Indian ink, but I'm not too sure about that. That seems a little bit difficult. We'll just stick to the pastels for now. But that is something I'm learning at the moment. But what else have I been? Last week's episode. Okay, last week's episode, I interviewed Georgie Turner. So I'll put a little picture up here and I'll link it down below. So make sure you all go and check that out. I'm not going to spill any spoilers, but let's just say she's an equestrian artist that specializes in colored pencil and pastels, but also is known for her nosy posy drawings. It's a little hint, but you have to go and check that. But you have to go and check last week's episode out to see all that kind of stuff. But I thought I would start doing comment of the week. So this week's comment of the week, now comment it below, but what product do you think I should start selling? I'm not going to be selling online or anything like that unless you DM me on Insta. But what product should I sell at my market? So nothing I've mentioned so far today, but what product do you think I should start selling? Comment below and I will give you a shout out in next week's episode. And also, if you do want to come on the podcast, you can comment that down below too, or send me a DM on my Instagram. But I think I'm out of rambling ideas for today. I like to keep the pods about 10 minutes because I know me, I don't have an attention span to listen to the same person ramble on about the same topic for longer than that. It's probably just current generation. Yeah, we just don't have very good attention spans. But as always, keep writing, keep creating, and keep believing in yourself, even on those wobbly days. I'm your host, Emily McCabe, and this was The Artistic Equestrian. Quiet, please.